Hello everybody, this is PhD Podcast number 8. We are here with Daniel Barmas. We are in a different setting, a mysterious setting.
Yes,
that's because he's Persian and we are racist, and that's why we're in a different setting. But yeah, we're in Prince William County Police Center Department with Daniel Barmas here. He was born on October 31st. He joined Facebook on June 5th of 2010. He is single currently. He knows both Persian and Azeri, yeah, and he doesn't know English. Some interests: he likes cars, he likes guitar, he likes to listen to music, he likes soccer, like the rest of the world. He likes football. Like, does that mean football as in soccer football, or?
I switch around. Like, I like American football too.
American football and both footballs. He likes Redskins and Patriots. He is super smart. He skipped a grade and got into UVA. We will talk more about that later. He is currently available, so if you are a single lady and you dig for Daniel, he is single. He's crushed. You have a crush? Yeah.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, I have a crush too. And you last drink you had was Coke and orange juice mix. And your best friend is Michael Cherry.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna talk more about that too. His hometown is Randers, Colorado. Is it Colorado?
No, it's not.
Where is it?
It's actually Denmark.
Denmark. Randers, Denmark. He's from Europe. He is in love with his family, his closest friends, and C.
C. Yeah.
C.
C was the crush.
Oh.
See.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop with my introduction. I want you to talk to the viewers. Just briefly introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Daniel Barmas. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior at Battlefield. Everything that Jay has said is true, except for the fact that I can speak English. And, you know, I'm a pretty chill guy, I hope. And gotta have the nerd, like being smart, but not that kind of nerd.
And your interests, hobbies?
Hobbies. Soccer. I play piano, self-taught guitar, trying my best to go along with that, and video games. What guy doesn't like video games?
And video games. What kind of... okay, so before we start the actual... we started the podcast, but before we go into your life, I want to talk about your underwear color, because it's mentioned here that your underwear color is 190, 190, 190. What does that mean?
That is a coding way. When you want to do Java coding, if you want to set a color and, for instance, object draw, you got to enter in the red, green, and blue settings.
RGB?
Yeah. And
so,
at that point, those were gray.
What color is your underwear right now?
You know, it's a color. It's on the spectrum. It's there. Yeah, you can look it up. It starts with a letter. You know.
Okay, so, alright, so if you dig Daniel, please call him. Okay, so let's talk about your early life, your baby life. You were born in Denmark.
Yes.
How was that? When did you move to the United States?
I moved to the United States when I was only 6 months old, so I pretty much have no recollection whatsoever of Denmark.
And where did you move to?
First we were in Miami, and then we stayed there for about 6 months as well, and then we've been in this Bristow Haymarket area ever since.
And was there any events that shaped you to become the Daniel Barmas that you are today?
You know, growing up with a Persian-oriented family, like that culture, it gets infused in you. You have a lot more respect for like your family. You're more family-oriented. School, of course, they pressure you, get those grades. If you don't, well, nothing bad happens, but you know, it's just demoralizing. And other than that, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty normal. I don't think that I've been badly influenced in any way, but it's all been good.
And as a colored person in the United States, were there any racism that has affected you? No, nothing.
Like, people always say comments, but you got to learn to get over it. Like, it's not that big a deal. They're immature. I'm more mature than they are. So,
what elementary school did you go to?
I actually went to, let's see, 4 or 5 different elementary schools. They kept building new ones. We kept moving, kept changing districts. So kindergarten was Bristow Run, 1st grade Tyler, 2nd and 3rd Albee, 4th grade Glenkirk, and then 5th grade Buckland Mills. So I've seen all of them. You can't tell me which one's better. I've seen all of them.
And I feel like that would have had a great impact on you, because I feel like it would be hard to make friends once you move around too much.
But I was lucky in a way, because my friends lived in a sort of way that I would have some friends who went to one school and some friends who went to the other one, and when I switched, I would just go to the other set of friends. So it was never like I was actually getting away from them. Most of them lived close enough that they would transfer with me.
So the moving wasn't any hardship for you?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Okay. So you're going to jump onto your middle school life. During middle school, it's when you kind of like start to like girls.
Sure.
And it says C, crush. You have a crush. Mm-hmm. Did you have your first crush when you were in that area?
Middle school, yeah, I did.
And her name?
Her name was Sarah.
Sarah? Did you like her for a long amount of time?
A couple years, but, you know, things happen. Didn't work out. But
are you on the shy side or like the manly side?
I would say I'm more on the shy side. I'm not really that outgoing. I've gotten better over the years, but it's...
I think you're outgoing.
You know me. Like, people who don't know me, I guarantee you, they don't think that I'm that outgoing. Well, but I could change that.
No, you don't have to change. Daniel Barmas is perfect. If you're a single lady and you dick for Barmas, call him. Or call me. Okay.
Not for him, though. For me.
Yeah, for him. What was your best day of your life up to your middle school, excluding high school life?
Best day. I would have to say getting the opportunity to skip the grade. At that point, I was like really focused on education, and I would have arguments with my parents over like, should I do it? Should I not do it? They wanted me to do it. I didn't know if I was ready for the social aspect of it. Like, you losing all your friends, you got to start over. So it was kind of scary, but just the fact that I was able to do it, I went in, I sat down with the principal, and she asked me why I wanted to do it, and I said, you know, I think I'm capable of doing more curricular activities. I think I'm better set to take on more challenges. And she agreed with me, took a couple of tests, did well on them, and I got able to skip the grade. And
when was this? What year?
I skipped 7th grade, so
7th
this
grade.
Was during 6th grade that.
And you're 1995?
Yes.
1995, and you're graduating this year?
Yes.
So if you're a single lady and you dig for Barmas, call him or call me. Okay.
That's the new catchphrase.
That's right. And it seems like you are one of the smartest guys in Battlefield High School.
I don't know about that.
How smart are you? Like, just grade yourself.
Well,
from A+ to F. Be honest.
Okay, honestly, I'd say I'm about an A-.
A-, and where would Aaron Guo go?
Aaron Guo is off the charts. That kid is
like F.
No, you know the other side of it. He's the A+.
The A+ side. So you think you're not better than Aaron Guo?
I don't know if you can say that, because everyone has their own strengths. So like, Aaron's good at schooling, but he might not be so well at other things. That's why I don't like our grading system, really, because so many people have different things that I can't do, and I have things that they can't do. And when they bring the grading system, it's like setting a mark that you have to be this. And I don't agree with that. I think that people are capable of going for whatever they want, and the grade shouldn't hold you back.
And we will give you that opportunity. Leave a message to Prince William County's superintendent, and I'll send him this podcast. If you can focus on that camera and just send him a message.
I am Daniel Barmas, and I think that the GPA system is flawed and it should be changed. I'm Daniel, and I approve this message.
I approve it too. Okay, so you are obviously very smart, and I want to ask you this philosophical question.
Okay.
What do you think is the secret to happiness?
That's a tough one.
Because you are very educational centered. I feel like you value education very much, and that might be your secret to happiness. But there might be a side where we do not know about you, and we would like to know about that.
I think the secret to happiness is balance. You can't be all school, can't be all fun. There's ups and downs, and you got to be able to cope with it. And the person who finds the best balance between them is going to be the one who is most successful, is most happy, and the one who doesn't put himself down. As long as you have the ideology that, hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get this done, no matter what it is, you're going to be happy. And, you know, life, it's not always fun and games. It's going to be tough. You're going to get knocked down, but you got to have the ability to get back up. And the outcomes that come out when you stand up, you get up, you have the determination to go get what you want, that's going to make you happy.
And did you have all these thoughts when you were a middle schooler, or
no?
Did this develop?
This developed over the past 2 years, I would say. I got really into the philosophical ideology. I got into like watching the news, politics, and stuff. Tried to catch up on the reading. I'm actually reading a book right now, Social and Political Philosophy, just for the heck of it. I had a kid in my class ask me, "Why are you reading that?" You know, for fun. See that? Normally people wouldn't say for fun, but you know. I like getting different aspects. So
this nemesis relationship between Aaron Go and Daniel Barmas is very interesting. He, I look forward to that. So
you'll see a grad. You'll see a graduation.
I will. So let's jump on to your high school life, because it sounds like you have developed so much during your high school life, and
Yes.
Your ninth grade, when you first stepped into Battlefield High School, what was the first thing you felt? One word.
Big. Coming in, you didn't know where to go. There were all these kids that you'd never seen before. Some of them a lot taller than you, and being a shy kid in middle school and stuff, it was kind of scary actually. But you know, I learned to cope with it, and high school's been the best 4 years, I think.
And is that when you met your another crush, or?
You know, things happen, but yeah.
Yeah, things happen.
Things happen, but
things
yeah.
happen. And I want to ask you another philosophical question. And
all right.
If you knew how long your life will be, would that change any of your decisions you made so far?
You know, I actually don't think so. Personally, I wouldn't want to know. Like, just knowing, it takes away the point of life. But if I were to know, I don't think I'd change anything. I think I've made most of the right decisions in my life. The wrong ones have been able to point me in the right direction. So I don't think that I would change anything. I think everything was worth it.
So it seems like you're just perfect. What is one wrong decision you've made in your life? One biggest mistake. You just want to erase it.
The one biggest mistake I probably made was to go behind my parents' backs and do something that it's not that it was bad. It was something that we all get to, and you got to do it. Mm-hmm. But it ended badly for me. When you dedicate yourself to someone and they lie to you, they go behind your back, it hurts, and it took a long time to get over that. But I definitely want to erase that, but it made me who I am.
Yeah, I had that moment too, and I think every high school teenagers can agree with you on that.
Definitely.
So during your ninth grade, what classes did you take? Did you take any AP classes?
Not during ninth grade. I had pre-AP classes, but I didn't have any of that high caliber. In 8th grade, I actually had to take like the lowest level classes. They put me down for some reason. I don't know why, but they did. So when I got into high school, I didn't know much. I'd never heard of the IT program. Otherwise, I would have been in that in 9th grade. But I tried to take the highest that was available to me, and that consisted of some pre-AP classes and some advanced ones. So.
And was the year fairly easy for you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Daniel Barmas, freshman year, just like, ha. Okay, so freshman year, one of the biggest thing for freshmen is homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to homecoming?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't either, so let's not talk about that. Now let's jump on to your sophomore year, which you get some more, advanced class, like pre-AP classes, and you get to kind of taste what high school is like, and you get to, you put yourself out and you kind of get involved into other clubs. What clubs were you involved in during your sophomore year?
Sophomore year, I was actually only in one club. I wasn't quick on the club thing, like that whole deal. I wasn't into that yet. But I did do Key Club. I got the full hours. I think that's actually the only year so far that I have gotten the full hours. Been so busy nowadays, but yeah, I was involved in Key Club. It was a lot of fun. I went to the convention that year. That was really fun. I got to go meet new people, new experience. It was a good time. And I think that what the club stands for is really good too, like volunteering, helping other people out. Like that's why I think that's also part of what makes happiness come out, helping other people, seeing them smile.
So you think it's a good club and you never went back to make those hours up?
Well, you put me in a tough situation here. No, it's not that I don't want to do the hours. There were transportation issues. I couldn't make certain events. So it was limited, but I tried my best to get in the hours.
And sophomore year, was your academic trouble at all?
AP World was a tough class. That was probably the first class that said, hey, welcome to high school. You're here. This is like the real deal. It was tough. There was work involved. There's always work involved. Like, people see smart people, they think they just magically do it. No, we work. We work behind the background. And I had to work hard to keep the grades up. And hard work pays off.
And do you think Aaron Go works?
Yes, I see him work. We went recently to a zero robotics competition. He had his book on the airplane. Guy passed out. Plane's taking off. He's reading his SAT review book. So if I had his dedication, I would.
You would just surpass him. Just surpass him. Woo! That's right. I believe in you, Daniel.
Thank you,
your sophomore year, did you go to homecoming?
No.
No, you didn't go to homecoming.
You're gonna bring up that answer, that question every year.
Every year.
It's gonna be the same answer.
Well,
but you can keep asking.
I didn't go either. Yeah, sad life. Okay.
It's not a sad life. You got other things to do.
Yeah, like.
You don't need to go to homecoming to have fun.
Yeah, I ate rice and and eggs while
rice
other people.
Good.
Yeah,
rice is good.
Yeah, other people went outside to eat rice.
We got it for free. They had to pay.
Yeah, and yeah, we ate rice. I was happy.
Rice is awesome.
Yeah, rice is awesome, and we approve this message. So your sophomore year, did you have any ideas of like what colleges you want to go to and stuff?
Actually, yeah. During sophomore year, I got into wanting to go to UVA. That was like, wow, this place. Like, my parents told me about it. It seemed like really cool. It was
that was the only thing that pulled you in? Your parents telling you about it, or were there any other aspects?
I hadn't seen it yet. I wasn't really thinking about college. Like, sometimes they say the first thing that you see is like the best thing. It'll never get any better. Well, that was kind of the way it was for me. Like, UVA was the first college I heard about, first college I saw, and I fell in love with it.
So your dream school currently is UVA.
Yes.
And we all know that you got into UVA, so congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Did you apply to any other Ivy Leagues?
I didn't apply to any Ivy. I stayed in state. A lot of people say they don't like Virginia, but I love it here. I think it's great. It's a calm atmosphere, sort of. Don't go to Woodbridge.
It sounds like you have so much potential. You are so motivated. So if you could live forever, would you live forever, and what would you do?
I wouldn't live forever. I think that life eventually loses its fun, its tone. Like, everything starts winding down.
Fun?
Yeah, because life is fun. Like, I know a saying that John Lennon said. He said that he kept trying to chase after what he wanted in life. He keeps going after it. One day he stops and he realizes, why am I chasing life when I'm living it? You're falling behind. So you got to enjoy the moments that you have right now. And I don't think that if my life was extended, it'd be better. Like Lincoln said, it's the life within the years, not the years within the life. Or something like that. It's probably not verbatim, but you know. I try to keep up on that.
So let's take a little moment here, and I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes. Just say all the quotes you know, all the quotes,
all the quotes,
all the inspiring quotes.
All right,
your favorite quotes.
My favorite quote is actually from a movie. It's from Rocky Balboa. He's going to his son, and his son's saying some mean stuff to him. He's telling him not to go back to boxing, and he says, "You know what? Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It'll knock you down and keep you there if you let it. But what makes you better is not how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, and how much punishment you can take and keep moving forward." And I think that's why I seem so motivated, because I try to live by that quote. It's not like everything good happens to me. I've had lots of bad things happen to me. But, you know, I try to put that behind me and move on. And that's what keeps me motivated to do better.
And while I was talking to you, I mean, you're not shy to me because we are friends and we know each other. But as you've mentioned before, you're kind of shy in front of people that you
people I haven't really
talk to,
gotten the chance to get to know them.
And did that become any disadvantage for you, or were there any moments that you like just kind of disliked yourself for being shy? Or because I feel like sometimes I hate myself for being so like loud and stuff, so I want to see your side of it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you wish that you had more courage to go out, talk to new people. I see some people, they've never seen the person in their life. Like my dad, he does it all the time. Goes up to some random guy at the store. They talk to each other like they've known each other for years. And I'm like, why can't I do that? But, you know, in a way it helps because you're not loose-tongued with everyone. Like you have that line that you don't cross. Mm-hmm. So I would say that in some situations it's good to be outgoing and stuff. But I don't think I've gotten any worse because I don't necessarily talk to people I'm not acquainted with that much, but I've tried to be social with the people I do know and keep them as close friends. That's what I try to do.
And I think that's very important, just keeping that relationship for as long as you can.
Absolutely.
And so we kind of trailed off from your junior year, right? No, we were talking about your sophomore year.
Yeah.
So you didn't go to homecoming. So now let's jump on to your junior year. And did you go to homecoming? No. How did I know that? I don't know. Wow, I'm not psychic. Okay.
You must be.
I know. Junior year is when you take your AP classes, and that's when all the stresses start like coming to you. You know.
Yeah.
How was that year for you? Just one word description.
Difficult.
Difficult.
Definitely.
Even for Barmas.
Yes, even for Barmas.
Even for Barmas. Are you talking about academic life or social
Academically.
life?
Social life was the easiest.
Easiest.
That was the easiest year of high school I had, like talking to people. Like I've been here for 3 years. All the kids I'd grown up with were now sophomores. Got to have some classes with them, so it was like great social wise. Academic, those AP classes are tough.
What was the hardest class you
took last year?
Yeah, junior year.
AP Physics. That was the most difficult class I took. I had no clue what I was doing half the time. Luckily, I had a great friend, Harnam. He helped me out. Got through the class, made it out alive. But that
you made it out A with an A?
Well, yes. A for alive.
Alive, yeah. A for alive. What does B stand for?
B stands for bad, and then it just goes down from there.
What's C?
I gotta come up with this on the spot. Chaos at the house. D, death.
And F.
F. There is no F. If you get F, like no, you're gone.
You're done. You don't exist. There's no happiness. There's no downside in your life. You're just finished. Finished.
There you go.
High five. Finished. Okay. So your junior year, you didn't go to homecoming, and did I? No, I didn't go to homecoming. Homecoming is not for famous kids.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And what did you do on homecoming day? Because I remember I was eating rice.
I actually think, if I remember correctly, homecoming day last year was close to Halloween, and so I went out with my family, had a birthday dinner. That was nice.
Oh, your birthday. Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
Yes,
so
yes.
it was right around that time, so it was good.
And did you eat rice for dinner?
No, that day was fish.
Oh, fish. Okay.
It's close enough.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Rice and fish. You can
and
make it
fish,
work.
rice and meat,
Rice and everything.
Yeah,
It's
rice
great.
and water, textbook, anything. All right, so junior year, what was the hardest thing that you had to go through? Because I am kind of, I have that stalker kind of thing, and I was on Facebook. I was just scrolling down the news feed, and I saw some statuses that I kind of felt like you wanted to share something, and you were kind of, I felt like you were hurt inside.
You know, it's the same deal. I mentioned it before. You know, getting hurt. That was the time that it was happening. It's betrayal, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Needed a place to vent, and you know, don't ever put anyone's name on Facebook. That's one thing that I try to do, because you know, no matter what you had with the person, like have respect for them. Like don't go overboard. But that's what was going on, and it sucked.
It sucked. And did you have, like, how long did that last? That incident? Not long.
Not long.
So did it have any impact on your academic life?
I think that I had to work a little harder. I think my grade percentages started coming down a little bit because I wasn't as focused.
Mm-hmm.
But when the AP exam time came around, like, you can't focus on those little things. You gotta get moving.
Your priorities straight.
Get the priorities straight, yeah.
And study for your AP. And many students, including myself, don't think AP tests are a big deal. And I know it is, but I just have that thing inside me. I'm like, it's AP test, whatever. It's not. It doesn't go in my GPA, and I feel like you know the importance of it. Would you like to quickly elaborate on that?
I think the importance of it is financial. People don't seem to think about college as a place where you're going to spend $20,000 a year going to. So those AP classes, they help so much. You get good grades on those. You get the credits. You lose money that you have to pay. You don't have to keep spending money. And especially when you're not necessarily in the best financial situation at home, it's tough. You don't want to take out the biggest loan possible and have to be paying that back for the next 30 years. So you get that AP exam, cuts out stuff, you graduate earlier, you get ahead in the college place. So I think that's the importance, that you want to save some money. You want to keep some money in your wallet.
And you heard Mr. Barmas, if you're not senior, sophomore, or junior, make sure you do good on your AP exams, and also seniors, because they're going to be taking a lot of AP exams. Study for it, be ready for it, and do your best. That's, I think, the best thing you can do. Do your best. Okay, so we're going to jump on to your senior year. And,
all right.
And I'm going to ask a question that might alter your future life. And this is a very important question. Wait, before that, I want to ask if you went to homecoming this year. No, you didn't go. And
how's that a shocker?
Yeah. Well, I rice that day too. It's like a rice day for me, where I just appreciate
Homecoming is
rice.
day,
Yeah. And I like, you know how rice, like, it's really small.
Mm-hmm.
I like. You know what I mean? I
know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I don't even have to say it. You just have to be...
It's just that connection. It's the rice eating connection. I know exactly what you mean.
And if you want that connection...
You gotta eat rice.
You gotta eat rice.
You gotta have the rice.
Every day.
Every day.
And I recommend eating it with eggs or bacon.
And twice on Sundays.
That's right. Twice on Sundays. Twice on Sundays. And if you get bored of coffee, you can drink rice. Not a problem. Okay, so your senior life. This is the important question. Are you gonna go to prom?
Oh God, I don't know. I haven't made that decision yet. I just don't know. I don't know that answer yet.
Not yet.
Sorry, fans, but I don't know.
Well, if you're
Don't roll out the red carpet yet. There's no guarantee the star will be showing up.
But if you are a single lady and you are interested in Mr. Barmas, please call me or Daniel Barmas. Call me or Daniel Barmas. Call me or Daniel Barmas. Okay, so your senior year, many people say junior year is the hardest year and senior year is just like a breeze. And I disagree with that. I strongly disagree with that. How about...
I disagree like 100%.
And that said, is senior year the hardest year for you?
Yes.
It is?
It is. Because...
And how are your grades holding up? Because the
senioritis?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I have a lot of that.
Me too.
After the admissions come in, you kind of just say, you know what, I don't care. And that's wrong. And for, I think, maybe a week in between afterwards, I started slacking, and then it reflected on my grades. And I barely got A's for the semester. I had to cut some pretty close. And, you know, it wakes you up. It says, you know what, this isn't over. Senior year is still happening. You don't want to go out with a bad record, so you gotta keep that up. And I'm more motivated to come back and get those things up.
Yeah, it also hit me, and he said he barely hold up the A stuff. I don't know what he's talking about, because mine was just, let's not talk about it. So what is your most challenging class?
Most challenging class, courtesy of Miss Deering, I might say it's this class.
AP Biology.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of information. You got to know how it works. It's not just memorize. You got to apply it. You got to come into class knowing which enzyme goes where, what substrate does what. And
what kidney do
tough.
and stuff, liver
exactly.
and heart.
We haven't gotten there yet,
Uh-huh.
but when it gets there, that'll be fun. Don't put the heart where the liver's supposed to be. That's a problem.
And Miss Deering is probably not one of, but my favorite teacher, and because we have that rice bonding, you know?
Exactly.
She eats rice every day too, and I'm pretty sure her son eats rice every day, because
He does.
as soon as her son saw my eyes, it was just that connection that I can't even talk about it. Like, you just gotta eat rice, drink rice, live with rice to know what I'm talking about. So if you're interested, call me or Daniel Barmas. And okay, so your senior year, you don't know if you're gonna go to prom yet.
Not yet.
Well, any significant mistakes in life so far?
In senior year?
And how did you overcome them, like in your life?
Any significant mistakes? This year, I don't think I've done that bad.
Your whole
life. Significant mistakes.
And you told me about one incident before, but
Yeah,
instead of that,
I'm trying to think of a different one, because that was a majority one.
I mean, you're perfect, so you don't have to have one.
I'm not perfect, but see, when you say mistake, people want like the drama. They want the big stuff. Like,
No.
Oh yeah, they do. You say no, but I know what the people at
No,
home are thinking.
like significant mistake for me was when I drank too much water, and I had to really go to the restroom, and I went to the restroom. You know how like guys.
Yeah.
We don't sit down, and I thought I aimed straight, but unfortunately it wasn't aimed where it's supposed to be aimed. So that's a significant mistake for me. Like, it could be as small as that. And that day I felt so bad. That I had to skip my rice. So
you know, you mentioned the rice thing, and I might say that one day we had rice and I didn't eat it, and you know,
oh god,
my mom didn't make rice for a whole month after that.
oh god, I'm done. I can't even.
It was tough, you know.
Yeah,
because
like,
that becomes your livelihood.
Yeah,
like,
we're not even joking. Like,
it literally becomes your livelihood. That is every day you eat rice, and not having it for one day, it just throws your entire balance off.
Exactly.
That just sucks.
Yeah, I'm upset right now.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
He
to
knows
call your
it.
mom now. I'm gonna have to call your mom.
You gotta tell her.
Yeah, I gotta tell your mom.
She's gotta make more rice.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe Korean style this time.
Yeah, very sticky.
We don't have that too often. I think that might be a problem too.
Well, rice is just just rice itself is perfect.
It is.
Like you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, so there's one last part of our podcast, and it is the essential question time.
Okay.
And it's where I just ask you a question, like I have been doing, but this is more, I should say, more mysterious. So that said, what does rice mean to you?
Rice is everything.
Rice is everything. That's what Daniel Barmas said. And please, feel free to leave a brief message to your loved ones, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your grandma, your grandpa, anyone.
Anyone? All right. To my family, say thank you for everything you've done for me. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for you. To my sister, I should probably stop arguing with you as much. But I love you so much, and you guys matter most to me. To my friends, you guys are all great. Hope that we can keep the friendship going even after high school. It doesn't have to end here. And thank you, Jay, for having me on.
And all the single ladies, if you are interested in Daniel Barmas, please call me, or Daniel Barmas, call me. Okay, so alright, so we were here with Daniel Barmas today. He was very hard to get. He rejected our offer 25 times, and on the 26th, I couldn't take it anymore. So I kind of went to his house and threatened him to steal all his rice, and he finally decided to get on. And
don't let Jay steal your rice.
Yeah, we are here with him, and we had an amazing time. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you in PhD podcast number 9. With a person you know, and on number 10 we have a special episode for you, so bye. Perfect. Okay, that was good.
F? There is no F. If you get F, like, no.
You're done. You don't exist. There's no happiness. There's no downside in your life. You're just finished.
Finished! There you go!
High five! Finished! Okay.